Hey all, it's Broggy again. Sorry I haven't been around much. I've been dealing with some issues. And I'm thinking that talking this out is going to be far better than, trying to scream it out at someone or explain it in any other way. I have this wonderful girl. Treats me well most of the time. The past couple of days, I've been feeling that she hasn't really appreciated anything that I've done, despite the fact that I've been basically dropping everything to go and help her. Not exactly helpful in my eyes. We've had our issues, like any couple, but if a guy is willing to drop everything for you, is willing to do anything to help you out, a thank you is all that is required. But instead of that, all I got was, you're not doing this correctly, not doing this right, not doing this the way that I want it done. She recently ended up in a wheelchair, temporary thing, and I'm trying to help her out, push her along, take care. But it's not helping. She'll tell me to push, and then because I already have a disability, I don't go perfectly in a straight line, and then she will yell at me. That constant yelling, the constant nitpicking, the constant being told that I am not doing exactly what a non disabled person can do isn't helpful. It also isn't helpful that I'm getting told again and again what to do. I'm not the one that wants to be told what to do every second of every day. I'd much rather work on things little by little, talk it out, stuff like that. I'm not getting that. I'm being berated, told that I'm essentially shit, and then that everything should be okay just because she says, essentially, I love you, and one simple apology a day or two later. No, you don't get away with that. Nobody gets away with treating a human being like shit. You want to treat someone like shit? Go talk to yourself in the mirror. Go yell at someone who isn't, you know, human. Someone who is essentially, well, due to today's political uh, climate, I guess is the right word for it. It Go yell at some Nazis. Go protest. Something like that. Fine. Yell. They are essentially not helping things. As long as you're not laying into someone and punching them in the face, that doesn't help anyone. I just need a little bit of help, a little discussion. But if I am being told essentially that I am scum, dirt, anything, I just want to shut down and not talk it out. I don't want to be there. I don't want to listen. And if you're constantly told that, eventually over time, you begin to think you are. And I am at that point. I'd rather not think that I am some horrible person who is going to die alone or end up in a relationship where I'm being told every tiny thing that I do is wrong. And then I get a shitty life out of it. It's not for me. I want a happy life, maybe a wife, maybe a house. But I don't want to be told that I'm essentially shit because I'm not listening to every word. there's a secondary issue that has bugged me to no end, and I actually want opinion on this. An actual written word that kind of would help me out here. When someone pauses in combo, what have you, do you think that it is wise to jump in and start talking there when there is nothing being said? In my opinion, I think that it's okay to jump in when there is silence, or when you are basically being told that you are not good enough and you're trying to defend yourself. Unfortunately, this person doesn't want to hear that and just wants me to sit down and shut up like a good little houseboy should. I'm not a houseboy. I'm not even close to that. I cook, I clean, I do everything that an adult person should do. Not hide behind something like, my life isn't fair, my life sucks, something like that, and not want to do anything. I have debts just like everybody else. I have problems just like everybody else. But you cannot take every single problem that you have, whether it is vocal patterns, speech, the way that people treat you, any of this stuff, as a personal affront to you. It is not fair to you, to me, or to anyone else in this conversation. Here's hoping that I get some responses soon and I can finally, talk things out with someone who isn't going to yell at me and tell me that I'm essentially shit right now. This may be me just in my angered state, but yeah, I can't sit here and just listen to being told that I'm not good enough because I'm not perfect. Being perfect is overrated. Being perfect is impossible. One person's perfect could be a ginger man who plays video games all day and just wants to cuddle. To another person, perfect would be tall, dark, and handsome, the Latin lover. It's all perspective. Until we can start seeing these perspectives, we can't really change. The perspective that I'm talking about is you have to see both sides of the conversation. And while you cannot see my girl's side right now, give me benefit of the doubt right now. If you want to discuss, argue, anything, I encourage it. Just don't essentially reduce me down to pond scum. Actually, lower than pond scum. I don't need that. Anyway, this is Broggy signing off yet again.